Well, hello people. Welcome back to episode number 7. I think it's 7 of the Ajax Road to Glory. FIFA 22 Road to Glory, really. We're at Ajax right now and we are not doing too great. If you haven't seen the last episodes, go watch them. As hopefully you didn't look at the screen because there was quite a big spoiler right there. But yes, I will show you why we're not on form. We lost 4-3 to AZ Alkmaar to actually knock ourselves out of the Champions League places at the moment. That is literally the worst thing that could possibly happen to us right now, as we also lost to Dortmund, like 2 goals after like the 82nd minute. That was heartbreaking. We won just against Cambuur, who we have today. Hervinen beat us, and then we just beat Spartak Moscow, missing 2 penalties in that one as well. So, excuse me, actually dying right here. We've been very lucky in our games, as today we have 5. We have Utrecht at home, which we are going to play because these are just below us. Imagine if we drop out of the top 4 with Chelsea. And you don't know how big this game is if you didn't listen to my little, I won't say rant, but little explanation at the end of the last video. We want to beat these to get into the Champions League next round and want Dortmund to lose, or we want Dortmund to win and then us get a result if elsewhere goes against us, so we can get in the Europa League. We either want Champions League or Europa League. We don't want to be coming bottom. We do not want to lose that game, as then Pek Zwolle will be simmed away from home. We have the cup game. Forgot the name of the cup in Holland. Apologies to you Dutch supporters if you're here, as yeah, we're going to play that one against the team we just beat, of course. Last time out as Wilmhelm, we play after that. I think that's Wilmhelm. I think they might have changed the badge from a circle away before January in the next episode, which I cannot wait for. There's a lot of positions that I feel like we can strengthen for that, as we just need to move on to today. We need to move straight on to Utrecht and do some good. We need to turn the tide. That's what I'm going to call it, and if it actually works out, maybe the name of the episode is Turn the Tide, as we've also been given our team right here, because of course our injuries have made it so we haven't really got much choice in what we play for this first game, which we're going to, of course, play in game. It's Gortner in goal. It's going to be Sanchez, Mosquera, Howard Bellis and De Lang at left back, with Jensen, David Klaassen and Steve Berghuis in the cam role over Jensen, who's just behind him. It worked well. We did score 3 goals in the last game. We've got to take positives even though we lost 4-3, as Anthony is on the right wing. Need a little bit more from him. Danilo is up front, and Antuna finally off the mark in terms of scoring is on the left wing. So hopefully we can repeat what we did in the last episode by scoring actual goals and scoring a lot more of them, but still not conceding a lot. And Utrecht's team, FC Utrecht, sorry, as it's Martin Payas in goal, Benacia Benamar, Tommy St. Jago, David van der Berg, Jerzovinko van der Kirst, I'm going to butcher these names, Timber Billing and Van der Streek, with Aguilar, Duvikas and Boussaid on the wing. I think that might be Philip Billing as well. Good play. Yes, I can see him in that huddle. He's got the slick fade on the hair. The number 7, he's decent. They must have a decent team, but they're not getting above us. Let's try and make sure of that right here. We need to try and play our part and do some good, as Steve Berghuis straight on the ball. Is it Berghaus or is it Berghuis? You'll have to let me know in the comments. I don't really listen to the commentator Derek Ray. I mean, he calls Bruno Fernandes Bruno Fernandes. Can't really take his word for it, as now Sanchez. The pass inside to Jensen, trying to move this quite slowly, but well, as that went past Billing. That's a good little move, and he's took me down. And it must just be outside of the box, that referee as well. Looks very, very slick, doesn't he, with that long hair? As I'm going to give Berghuis the free kick. All left footers, aren't they here? No Pritchard with his right, as look how wobbly my fingers are. Yeah, you can tell I've just been doing something, as we'll try and curl that in, and I think it's gone off the crossbar. No, it wasn't, but it was just over the roof of the net, as that is a great start to this game, and Berghuis playing his part in it. Danilo with the ball right now. That's through to Antuna. That's a great ball, and he's hammered it home. We do lead right here in a vital game that we need to start actually playing well in these big games. Utrecht 0, Ajax 1. It was a great header from the man who just took the free kick. Ball straight through, and the pace merchant Antuna now has 2 in 2. We're off the mark with our wingers getting goals. It's just down to Anthony now to join in. It's a great, great goal, that one. I loved it. Just very fast everything paid off, and we've got it in the back of their net as Benamar has this ball from a switch though, and don't let Utrecht get back into this one. It's a cross into the box. Gartner does receive it. Very, very well done from our keeper, but I like how quick we're moving on this attack. Tried to do it again, but forced it too much as now Timber through the middle. DeLang, you need to get out to your winger. Benamar is causing a couple of problems right here as Aguilar has it in the middle. He's just nerfed past us. It's in the middle and a big save, Gartner. Come on, it's not over yet. We've got a goal, but we still need to try and prove to ourselves that we're good enough to win as DeLang with a good header, the youth player. It's a terrible pass out from them though, and it's straight into Antuna, who's on the right hand side, into Berghuis, our playmaker, as that's forward towards Danilo. Danilo on a turn, tackled. It is a very, very lively game, this one. It looks like the AZ Alkmaar one, and we know from our experience in this division so far, there's a lot that happens late on in games, so we've got to try and cement our lead by hopefully getting another one as Anthony. I'm going to look for Danilo straight away. That is a glorious ball. Keeper first to it. Honestly, we're playing some good stuff here, but just need to get this second goal. As now Van der Kust, Timber, blocked by Mosquera. Big fan of him. He's improved his game since that Alkmaar game. Of course, he had to do after conceding 4 in the defence, as Anthony has a run on this wing right here. I'm not going to cross it for once. I'm going to try and play it in the middle, and that's a good pass. Danilo onto Jensen. Touch and strike. Blocked. And Antuna, he's going to fit one through to Danilo. Danilo, can he return it? That's all. My day's not tackled by Benamar. It's still fallen to Antuna. He's going to cut inside. Antuna with another, and that should have been 2. That really should have been 2. Pius with an easy block, as we've been gifted the corner from it, but I wanted so much more. I wanted a goal. As can we win the header? Benamar gets it away, making up for his mistake a little bit there. However, Sanchez forces the ball to his feet. It's a pass into Danilo. It's a good one. Tripped a little bit, but not enough. It's Davy Klaassen making a tackle forward. It's almost half time, and I would take this lead. However, I want more, and that's a good ball through to Anthony. What a save! Antuna. Oh, Benamar's cleared it. I mean, the amount of goals we should have in this first half is extraordinary, and if we do not get 3 points, I'm honestly thinking about resigning. This is terrible if we don't, but still, very much the better team as we've got a crossing opportunity to the back post. Sanchez, Pius with an exceptional save as the dilly-dallying, and they have managed to clear it. Please win that header, class, and he does. It's off the back of Duvikas, and it is 1-0 only at the break, as this has been sensational football. The best I've seen, to be fair, in a while. Only 1 goal to show for it, though. Needs to be more. And Van der Streek with the ball right here. He's going to pass the ball off to Philly Billing. Billing into Benamar as Van der Streek has it right here. They've gone for a long shot, and Gordon has to pluck that out of the top bin. See? It's never over till it's actually over. That's a big chance for them as now Jensen. Can we try and counter like we did for our goal first? And Tuna, we're good at this kind of stuff. He's a little bit far out wide, but I see Danilo, and Danilo's quite tall as it's blocked by Benamar. I mean, apart from his little mistake that didn't actually lead to a goal, he's playing very well, him. So I do need to get shirt numbers on Delange and Mosquera. I need to think about that before the next game as Klaassen into Jensen. Can we still create something? Berghuis with a slick turn. Hits Van der Berg, and Tuna crosses it straight in. And offside. It was a close one, but just not close enough as we've still got the ball. Stepanenko coming on to try and add to the defensive pulp as Jensen makes way, and Delange the pass back to David Klaassen sitting back a bit. Mosquera forces that out wide. He's got the run around him, Anthony. That's a good ball into Sanchez. Danilo, he needs to be closer. He needs to be running a bit more off the mark, off the pace a little bit, it seems. And Anthony with a pass right there into Mosquera as Klaassen now has it round the corner into Anthony, onto Berghuis, who tries to force it again, and that's just not a good one as it's Buckley, I think, of Blackburn in real life, the Blackburn Academy graduate, playing for Utrecht. As now Klaassen to run forward with it a little bit, got a couple of clicks to his heels, but still does survive it as Anthony puts the ball over the top. That's a good one for Danilo. Can he pull that back? Oh, it was Berghuis, and he could not. When is this next goal going to come? And please don't say it's going to be them. This is their second attack of this half. Benamar looks like he was going to pull the trigger right there, but Delange with a good tackle as now Berghuis gives it into Danilo round the corner, and this is a good move. And Tuna, he's got the beating. Come on, you can beat that man. We've got Anthony at the other post. I'm going to try and whip it full power. And sent Jago with a block. It is our ball, though, as they're still making subs. Actually, I need to make some of my own, as that should be a corner ball to us, and is. And we're gonna put Leibad on for Berghuis. Take him off. Very, very good performance. Safe him for Chelsea as we're going to whip this in with Anthony. That's a good ball, that is. But sent Jago away. And they're going to try and put maybe a counter together right here as Philip Billing out wide. That's a good ball over the top. And he's offside. Oh, my days. I saw that camera twitch. And I know what that means from playing FIFA. Just offside. It was a great goal as well. I mean, Gartner maybe should have done better at his post, but didn't do as I've took Anthony off. Martha getting his first appearance in-game for us, and of course resting him for Chelsea. It's a big game, that one, as Danilo has it. Can we force this through to Stepanenko? We can. Antuna into Delange. Gonna just cross this full pelt. Danilo's running towards it. He falls to Martha. What a save from Paez. Put the pressure on, and it's punched it out for a corner, as that was good from that youngster who's come on. Haven't really played him because he's got no in-game face, but did quite well. As can we win that header? Howard Bellis. It's wide, but it's still going to be our ball again, so we're going to whip it in again. Libad, third time lucky. No, it's come off his head. Class. No, Musqueta jumping at it. And that, to me, looks like handball as Danilo heads it and saved again. Late pressure as Utrecht cannot clear it, and this is the final one, surely. No, it's not worked out, but Musqueta does win his header down to Martha, onto Libad on the edge of the box, and oh, you're not saving that one. It is Libad off the bench, hasn't played much for us, but that is a terrific strike to win the game. We finally break the hoodoo. It's a league victory against Utrecht, a much needed one for our support from the fans. 2-0, clean sheet as well, as that's a great header backwards. Martha with a pass, and Libad just releases a rocket into the side netting. Very, very nicely done, that one. When we needed to pull it out of the bag, we bloody well deliver, as there's still a bit of time left. Please keep this clean sheet. I really want it for Gartner's sake. He's had a hard time since I've come in, to be fair. He's conceded a lot of goals, as there we have it. The whistle is blown. We do stay in the top 4, and that's an achievement at the moment. Very, very good win, but on to the next big one. There's no rest for the wicked. Chelsea up next. As here is the dilemma. Right, what's the goal difference between us and Dortmund? It is 2, so it's possible. We need to beat Chelsea by 2 goals, or Dortmund need to lose to Spartak Moscow. It's an ask, but they're away in Russia. But if that doesn't happen, I actually want Borussia Dortmund to beat Spartak and us to get something out of Chelsea to get Europa League, which I would settle for now. It's still continental football. We didn't have that with our previous teams, Nottingham Forest and Sunderland, so I will take it at the moment. Games should be easier, although it's a bit less ambitious, isn't it, moving into the Europa League, but still, that's how I'm thinking at the moment, as Chelsea, of course, top of the group. We're away at Stamford Bridge ourselves, and although I'm saying we need a result here, it's going to be very hard. And I am going to try and comply to my new philosophy that I've kind of made up in my head by promoting players who are over 60 rated from the academy, depending on their age. If they're 18 and just over 60, probably not, but that means German Riviero will join to be our 4th goalkeeper. I'm going to promote him. Hopefully the board get happy with that, as we've actually got some decent players now. Most goalkeepers, Stin Jiong and Lawrence Janssen, but we've also got Kaj van der Brink, we've got Dominic Story of England, and Konstantinos Bezos of Greece. Looking forward to see what they can offer, as this is the team for the next game. Or do we make a change? I think we've got to make a change, haven't we? I didn't want to back out. I just wanted to make a change. DeLang is low rated, and of course is a little bit tired. So, I mean, yeah, I can do that. Howard Bellis can play at left back, apparently. So I'm going to give him a rest, even though it's not probably the best time to give him a rest. I did take Bergwijn off and Jensen and Anthony, so they'll be fully fit. Only Anthony is, because of course his stamina is amazing, and probably his regeneration of stamina is better. Libad still on the bench, but it is Gartner, Sanchez, Mosquera, Pierre at centre-back with Howard Bellis at left, Jensen, Klaassen and Berghaus in cam with Anthony, Danilo and Antuna up front. It's the same team apart from Delang, who does look like he really needs a rest, travelling to my favourite Premier League side, Chelsea, away in the Champions League. There is no doubt about it. This is the biggest game on this road to glory so far, and it's 4 seasons in. It's the first bloody time we faced like a big club. We did, of course, I forgot to say this in the other episodes, we had Manchester City away from home in the Sunderland save, and I backed out on that to come to Ajax. The sacrifice I made of playing a big club, but we're here. We're at Stamford Bridge in the bigger competition, and I cannot wait for it. As the Chelsea team is as follows. I'm going to wait till it changes graphic. I mean, Edouard Mendy's in goal, Kepa on the bench. Couple of good players on there. Weghorst on their bench with Savic, Reece James, Koulibaly, Carvalho and Chilwell. I'm guessing that's going to rotate. Kai Havertz and Kante in the midfield. Hudson-Odoi, Romelu Lukaku and Christian Pulisic. Now, I think that could be stronger, you know. No Hakim Ziyech as well, our old player. Of course, being an Ajax boy from Monaco, as it's still very strong and it's still definitely stronger than our team. So we face a big challenge here. We took it so close with Dortmund twice, ended up losing in the 90th minute in both of those games. I still can't get over that, so hopefully we can get our luck right here and manage to somehow pull off a miracle and beat Chelsea by 2 goals. The team says differently though. We are off the back of a win as we're going to try and put the pressure on straight away right here. Antuna whipping in a ball. Anthony at the back post. Chilwell away. If I'm not wrong, I don't know how long ago it was, but a couple of years ago, these two teams had a really good game. It was 4-4 as Ajax had a big lead and actually bottled it. Hopefully that doesn't happen here, though. It sounds like me, as Berghaus has the ball out here. Edouard Mendy actually made a mistake previously, didn't he? Giving the ball to us, as now Jensen and Klaassen on the edge of their box. We're parking right here as Danilo tries to turn with a slick pass. It won't let me control him. And Hudson-Odoi to run on a counter right here. Lukaku in the middle as Harwood Bellis now on this wing. Back in his native country is Bellis, of course. I think he's a Manchester Academy graduate. Manchester City, that is, as that's a good run in the middle. Davy Klaassen has to cut it out. Still bounces to them. And Gortner has to lie on that ball to keep it, as they're going to throw that straight out to Anthony. Let's get on an attack, shall we? Anthony counter-attacking against Chelsea is probably our best bet, as Jensen floods that out to Antuna. Going to cut inside right here. Reece James not expecting that. Danilo, Berghaus, Anthony with a touch, a strike across net. Easy for Mendy. A quite bright start, that one, as we need to try and get that ball down. No, Kante headers it away, and Carvalho into Benjamin Chilwell round the corner into Kai Havertz, and it's over the top. We should easily read that, and we do with Sanchez, as Mosquera's going to try and give him it back. Bit forced, that one though, and now they're going to come at us. It's Romelu Lukaku chipping it across to Kante, back to Lukaku and Sanchez. No issues, just kick it out. Can't be risking stuff like that again, Mosquera, do you hear me? As now Klaassen into Jensen. We need to still do what we're doing. I think we're playing quite well here. I mean, we've only had one shot, but we're having quite a bit more of the ball than expected. That's a great 1-2, and we're going to cross it. Anthony towards Danilo, jumping at it as it falls back out to Anthony on the ground. And oh no, he's picked up an injury, hasn't he? It looked like he fell funny. No foul, of course it was no foul. But he has stayed on the deck as play goes on. Just don't say there has to be a stoppage, because that's absolutely going to break me, having no Anthony in the team. I mean, he doesn't score many, but he does play okay. The game is still going on here, and Chelsea, they should kick the ball out, really, shouldn't they? As Kai Havertz is on the attack. We've got a man down. Havertz in the middle, and Hudson-Odoi scores whilst we have 10 men. Now that's fair, isn't it? It's a great volley, and they're even going to celebrate it like mad. Now why would N'Golo Kante be involved in that dance? He just wouldn't, would he? Maybe Lukaku, maybe Pulisic. But not N'Golo Kante. Don't do that to him, as that's a great ball around the corner. He dives out of the way, and it's into the open net of that side. We now trail against the Blues, and straight away it's telling me to get Anthony off, so that's absolutely great. I'm not going to try Martha straight away in this one. I might just go with Leibad in the middle and Berghaus out wide, but that's not the best 35-minute opener. As now for this second half, we are without our main man, and in a bit of a rut. We've just got to hope now that Dortmund are winning. Instead of hoping Dortmund are losing, we've got to hope they're winning so we can get into the Europa League, unless we can, of course, turn it around big time and Spartak Moscow can win, as Leibad has a run of Antuna. He's definitely onside. Definitely onside, as yes, he's still kept the flag down as the linesman, as he's running a little bit out right here to come back inside. Jensen onto Davy Klaassen, who I was going to line up a shot with. I'm going to go with Leibad instead. No, I'm not. I'm going to get blocked, as it is a 5-back formation, I can't forget, as Kai Havertz giving the ball away in the middle field, though. And oh, Leibad couldn't keep it, but there is a foul right there, so we've dominated possession in this game. And Jensen, let's have a crack with Jensen, shall we? It looks like it was destined for the back of the net, but Edouard Mendy is just a monster and easily saves that one, as it is 1-0 to Chelsea in the first half. Can we see the Dortmund score? They are 1-0 up at Spartak Moscow, so to be fair, we're in the Europa League as it stands, but it's not how I imagined it going. Let's try and go out with a bang in the Champions League if we're going to go out. As Koulibaly has the ball to start this second half off with here, and it's a good tackle, you know, from, I think that was Leibad, who's actually running through right here. It is Leibad, and he's through 1-on-1, and he scored against Chelsea straight after half-time. Now that is a bright start, and it's this Leibad guy who I've put back in the team, and he's just playing very, very well. It's really, really good football. 2 goals in 2 games for him now, and he made the tackle, made the run, and scored. Now, I might be incredibly wrong here, so I do apologise, but I am going to say I think he's under a lot of controversy in real life, so I thought I'd keep him out of the team a little bit, but I've had to put him in because he's high rated and actually very decent. Now it's all square at the bridge, and I did not expect that without Anthony doing very, very well, as that's good movement though from Savic. He must be ancient now with his age. He's the new Thiago Silva for them, who definitely has retired. You can just tell. Won't be playing at 41 as now Koulibaly with the pass in the middle to N'Golo Kante onto Callum Hudson-Odoi, and it's Savic again. It should be Reece James, but never mind. I will take that. Him on the wing as now it's into Kante again onto Romelu Lukaku now, who turns, tries to put a cross into the middle. It's blocked by Klaassen. Back out to Callum Hudson-Odoi into Lukaku into Pulisic. And it's 2-1 straight away. I tried to do everything to read that, but to be fair, to be completely fair, that is really good, sleek football from Chelsea. I mean, if you're going to lose, it's to a move like that. They just had the ball glued to their feet, and Mosquera could have been closer. Gartner maybe could have saved it, but I'm not going to put any blame on the keeper. It's very good football, and it did take a deflection. Mosquera actually got there, but just come off the bottom of his foot, as now Klaassen with a pass into Jensen. Got to try and build on this, of course. Now Leibad, that was a terrible death pass to Leibad, as now Klaassen gives it into Jensen. If we could reply again, how fantastic would that be, though, as Danilo gets it out to Antuna on this wing again. And Antuna, I like to cut inside with this guy. He's not got the best of shooting, and it's blocked. As now Howard Bellis keeps the ball himself. And let's try and get on an attack right here. Leibad goes through the middle. That's a great ball, actually, from him, but oh, just beaten to it by Reece James as Carvalho passes it into Mendy. That can't be William Carvalho in the centre-back position. Maybe it's a regen or something. As Kante into Romelu. Romelu over the top into Hudson-Odoi. As Chelsea are playing with a bit of confidence now, but Howard Bellis is actually getting stuck in. I appreciate that from him, as Danilo has the run of Leibad again. And could he do something again? He's going to try and cut away a little bit through to Berghaus. It's a good ball around the corner, and we should have scored that one. I'm going to take him off now, Berghaus. He's going to have his rest because we've got to focus up on the next cup next time out, as Martha takes that corner. It was deflecting around all the places, as now can we win that, Sanchez? We do, but not a good win. Still going to fall to us though. Jensen into Pierre, now round the corner into Leibad. Klaassen into Danilo, keeps the ball in a bit of a dodgy position onto Leibad again. Might as well hammer it. Well, that's what I thought anyway, as Eduard Mendy into Carvalho. This formation for Chelsea as well, I'm impressed by it. It works very well for them, as here's Wout Weghorst, the Dutch absolute giant. I think he's like 6'6", 6'7". Would love him as a striker. He'd definitely work for me, as Chilwell on it right here as well. He's going to put one around the corner into Christian Pulisic. 3 minutes left. 2-1 down to Chelsea. It's a ball into the box. Hudson-Odoi there. Headed out to N'Golo Kante. He can't shoot, can he? Can he? No, he passes it to Havertz, who puts it in the bottom corner. 3-1. And the celebrations are going absolutely mental. I mean, to be fair, he'd already won the game, Kai. It's not that deep. No Thomas Tuchel in charge of Chelsea anymore as well, but they have won the game. And they'll finish top of the group. And it is a shame. N'Golo Kante with a good little touch right there in the middle, and Gartner did everything he could. You could see he shifted across with pace, but that is so precise into the side netting. It is unreal. Chelsea will win the game, and if we're lucky, we'll be in the Europa League. And to be fair, well, there's the final whistle. We were putting a good move together there, but to be fair, when we took over Ajax, we had 1 point. We were rock bottom of the group. We'd lost to Chelsea and drawn to Spartak Moscow. So, for me, I mean, it was inevitable, really. We came into Ajax when they were in a bit of a rut. First time in a while they've not been top of the league. And, of course, at the bottom of the group. So, if we get into the Europa League, we'll put everything into that. But that's our Champions League run over for this season. And I wonder how long the injury to what's his face is going to be Anthony, as hopefully win the Europa League. It's knocked us back as manager rating a lot because, of course, they want us in that competition. Are we in the Europa? I don't know anything being said about this. Not at the moment, as there's quite a few good teams in that, actually. Getting a bit scared now, as is there any fixtures added to it? Not yet. I don't know. I don't know what's happening yet. So we've got reports back, and it's an ACL for Anthony. He literally tripped up on the ground and he's put himself out for 7 months. Our best player by far. 7 months. How is your luck? As there's been matches rescheduled. So maybe we are in the Europa League. Are we in it? We are actually, so we've made it into that competition. We've got Braga in February, so we've got to prepare for that. At least it's after we can make a couple of signings. So I actually just rotated the team for the cup game, and we don't even have the cup game next. I'm stupid, as it is our main team, really. It's the team that we did play when Anthony got injured, so Berghaus on that wing and Leibad in the middle. Also, Delan comes back in, Pieri out of the team, and Harwood Bellis on that side as 15th place Pexa War. We've got a bit of a tired team from the Champions League game, but we should be winning this. If we don't, questions must be asked. And we lose 2-1, of course we do. Simulated games, not my friend this year. Clement with a goal, Van der Belt and Antuna. Safe to say the league's a write-off. Definitely got to improve on that, as we have the Oranje Becker, the cup competition. We're in round 2 to start off with against Camber, as the Groningen game has been rescheduled, and I'm definitely changing the team for this. The first team isn't even good enough itself, as it's still a little bit tired because we honestly don't have that many players to rotate the team with, and it's kind of frustrating me. So I'm going to actually put Pieri in, as it's Razzi in goal. He is our backup, not used him before, with Kleiber at right back, Mosqueta, Pierre and Bas, the left back with one sharpness, as it's Stepanenko. Klaassen still in the team as captain, and Leibad, because he was going to play this game, he's actually ended up playing the 2 games before it as well because of injuries, as Martha is on the right wing, and Tuna's still on the left. We could do with an extra left winger, and Vink is up front, the backup striker, who, to be fair, I think should be out on loan, and we should have another one, but we haven't been blessed with one just yet, as it's Camber next. Still do have the main players in the back brigade, as well as SC Camber's team. Brett Minema in goal, Doke Schmidt, Julian Peters, David Simbissa and Maxim Hullit. And I think that's Hullit's son, with Hodemakers, Costa and Maulun in midfield. Kiss, Dodeman and Hendricks are the front three. It's the same formation as us, but a little bit more defensive, as they're scared of Vink. I can smell it. Scared of our striker, as we're going to try and get straight into this one. It's Costa with the ball from their kickoff. I don't know if they're rotated or not, but hopefully they are, because that would make our life a lot more easier. This competition could be make or break for us. Of course, we've got the Europa League as well now, but I would absolutely love to try and get a domestic trophy under our belt, as Leibad with a pass straight forward to Vink. Still got the... No, they're not default boots, are they? They're actually quite sleek, because now it's into Leibad again. Tries to put it round the corner. Still gets the ball off, and Vink's through! And should have made it 1-0 in 5 minutes. Very, very poor shot, which should have gone into the back of the net. But we have to try and forget about our missed chances. I do that too much. I dwell on them, as now Dudeman gives one out wide into Hendricks, and Hendricks round the corner into Hullit. They're going to run at us right here. He's an absolute monster of a player as well, with his height, as gives it to Morlin for a return ball into the box. Pierre away, and it's a good header down to Leibad, as Vink picks up on this again. He's a tall striker, maybe I can cross it into him, as now Martha gets it back. Klaassen under a bit of pressure, but we're still going to play his way out of this one. Need an overlap from my right back, as Martha takes a terrible touch. Looks like we could have done something from that as well. However, Vink gets a deflection right here. It's out to Martha, who can just run inside of the field. Can he shoot on the angle? It's a great save. Antuna side netting. Started off brightly in this one, but can't find this goal, as that's hit the side of the goal. Very unlucky on that occasion, as Leibad wins his header though. Started quite well. Klaassen into Leibad again, and we're going to release Martha down this wing. That's a terrible tackle from Hullit, and that's going to be a yellow card. He's in the book already, as this definitely seems like a winnable game. Come on, even with a rotated side, as Pieri with the ball right here. Doesn't have a pass off, but Stepanenko does round the corner into Antuna. Free as a bird. Keeper can't save. 1-0 already. Antuna is doing well for me at the moment. 20 minutes in, we take that chance. 1-0 in the cup. Very bright start right there. It's a good ball through as well. Playing it round Stepanenko. finds his man. I'm surprised he stayed onside, and I'm surprised the keeper did not save that one after his heroic save from Martha at the other side. 1-0 up though. Of course, not satisfied with it yet as Kleiber. Look at that hairline of Kleiber. That is funny. He's an old player, but he's still got loads of pace and strength, so should be doing better marking his man as it's in the middle for them, and it's a good tackle right there from Davy Klaassen, the old captain who's still got it in the tank, as he's going to pass that out wide to Stepanenko again. He needs to get a pass off. He's an older, aging player, as Antuna has it down the wing, the Mexican. He's going to cut inside. Vink making a run a bit too early. And that should have been a lot better as Stepanenko controls into Antuna, into Vink. That's a good 1-2 round the corner. Antuna's going to take this to the byline, then dink it over the keeper, but Minema with an easy stop. We need to try and get better balls into the box. Maybe our wide players just need to improve on their crossing. As Stepanenko putting the pressure on there. We are still dominating Camber. And Leibad spreading the ball out wide right here to Antuna. As Antuna needs to try and find someone through the middle. It's Stepanenko. That was meant for Vink, to be fair, as we really could do and need another goal before half-time to take the pressure off. It's Martha. Can he switch this across? That's a good ball. Flick it on. Stepanenko to Antuna again, and he squeezed it in somehow. I thought when I hit that ball that was never going in, but it's managed to go in, and I'll take it. It's Martha with the pass around the corner. Stepanenko to Antuna again, and 2-0 in the cup. It's a brace for the Mexican on the wing, and we look to be flying actually here against Campo. We're actually getting onto a bit of form. Of course, the Chelsea game I'll take as an exception as well. Like, one was simulated, but this is a really good and improved performance. Straight into the second half right here, as this rotated team is doing the business. It really is, as Malanoon trying to get Camber off to a bit of a start right here as he gives it down the line to Hendricks. That's an easy cut out for Martha though, just a dodgy touch. He's got a Lukaku touch him as Kleiber into Klaassen, who gets the header off. The foul down right back right there, but we're going to carry on as Martha puts a ball over to Vink. He isn't the fastest of players, but he'll chase it down and get his head on that above Sambisa, the very small defender, but still no luck with it. And Bas with a pass into Stepanenko right here and on to Leibad, who gives this back out to Bas in the middle. Leibad doesn't know really where to go, but has picked his pass off to the left back into Leibad again. Klaassen out wide. That's a good drilled out ball to Martha. We're going to whip that in deep. There's a good run right there, and I don't know how no one's got the head on that though, and Antuna can't pick up on it. Playing very good as Hendricks heads a pretty bad ball right there as well, and now we're on the ball again. Leibad. It's going to be Klaassen coming off for... It's going to be actually Pieri going in midfield, and Muscateria, I don't know what his name was, but begin with them. Another backup centre-back is going to be coming on as Klaassen now tries to spread one out right there. That's a good ball into Martha out wide, crossed into the danger zone, no one there. Very frustrating when that happens, however we move on, putting the pressure on them up the field. Martha with a header, and you've got to get that ball, Vink. I mean, you can see the attempt to run and to get to stuff is there with Pin Vink, but he's just... He doesn't seem like a striker who should be back up at Ajax. He definitely needs a loan move. Of course, at the age of 21 as well. He's quite old, as that's a great tackle right there. Should have made a sub. Bas with the throw-in straight into Antuna, who comes back to get that one. And Pierre now in midfield gives this out to Martha. And Vink make that run. We're going to try and build it up to him though, as Kleiber into Martha. Flick that on. That's into Leibad. This is good football. Leibad can strike from outside of the box. And oh, it's a good save from Minema. Very good stop. As we're going to make another sub. Leibad can come off for Victor Jensen, who we're going to give a chance. One of my favourite players, of course, as he's taking the corner right there. Can he find someone's head? No, he can't. Hudemaker's away, but Stepanenko into Martha, who stayed back. Antuna round the corner. Jensen with a pass into Kleiber, the right back. Hit at them. Antuna, can he win his header? He can, into the danger zone. Just can't get there first, but Mosquera with a header. Straight off the back of one of their heads, though. And I'm going to try and make this 3-0 before the end of the game. It would be really, really good, wouldn't it, as Pierre on it again. Pierre's going to find Martha right here, and Martha needs to get his pass off. Fair, I'll take the 2-0, though. It does put us through into the next cup game, as I thought they might have got that pass off right there. Good job they didn't. Could have had one themselves, as Martha round the corner onto... Is this Jensen? Yes, it is. Jensen in the middle. Can Vink get his goal? He's deserved. He can. Left-footed, and it is 3-0 in the end. It's past time, and this is a very shaky camera as Vink finally gets his goal in an Ajax shirt. The first under, of course, my management, as the backup striker fires it home. It's only took him 91 minutes, but it's a good ball in from Jensen off the bench. Left foot past the keeper. We've beaten Canberra 3-0 in a convincing performance. And we'll go to round 3 with a smile on our faces. Very, very nicely done. Very nicely done. And the fans are erupting. At least it's a good thing right there. Want to keep on going further in this competition, but we're off to a flyer. Let's make it an actual trophy in this save, shall we? We smash them right there. Let's smash every other team. Very, very good display as the league. You can see that 5 points off Feyenoord as PSV. Have they even lost a game yet, PSV? Doing very well. They have, no. They've lost 1 and won 16. We've only won 9 and lost 6. Of course, including that last league game that we simulated. Hopefully, this next simulation does us some well, though, because we could drop out the top 4 very, very quickly, as the Canberra game in the league has been rearranged for... who do we have next? It's actually been pushed forward. PSV, of course. Of course, we play them next in the cup. Oh, I was hoping we could maybe meet them in the final if we're lucky, if they don't get knocked out, but we've got to face them straight away from home. In the same month, we play Braga. Some huge games in Feb. So we've got Wilhelm before the end of this episode, though, and where are these? 17th in a simulation. If we don't beat these with a fully fit side now, we've got serious problems. But at least we can sign next episode, because we are into the window. As we'll rotate this team fully around. We've got Sanchez down there, of course we do. Kleiber did do himself justice, though. Very, very good performance. And he is unhappy that he's not going to keep on playing, but sorry, mate. You're not in the team today, as there's only one tired player, Stepanenko. Can we try and get him? No, we can't. In a better position. We're just going to have to play him as Gortner, Sanchez, Mosquera, Howard, Bellis and De Lang are in the team. Stepanenko, Klaas and Jensen, Berghaus, Danilo and Antuna. Come on, full strength 11, fully fit apart from Stepanenko against 17th place side. They're actually more tired than most of our players apart from Stepanenko. As let's do it away from home. It's 3-3. This league's not going how I want it. Nunnally with their goal. Danilo and Klaassen puts us 2-1 up. Cold hurt. Danilo with a brace. But Sadiki in the 89th minute, as we don't beat 17th place side. January can definitely not come soon enough, as we are 7 points off now. I think honestly our best bet of getting into the Champions League next year, winning the Europa. Yes, I said it. As I mean, it's going to be very difficult with the form we're on, but we're going to go for it, as I want to see the cup competition as well. How many rounds are there left? Oh my days. This is basically the semi-finals. No, the quarter-finals, yeah. PSV Ajax Go Ahead Eagles 20, AZ Zwolle and Fortuna Sittard against Ninja Men. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not saying Ninja Men. Ninja Men? I don't know how it's said. As the only real threat I see right there is Alkmaar, apart from PSV, if we can get past them. But every team's a threat to us at the moment, so let's get into January before we end this episode out. Would love to see it. Almost in the promised land. And there we go. Stepped into it. We're going to get any offers. I might as well simulate up to the next game just to see if we get any cheeky offers in. As actually, no, to be fair, it's a long time till the next game. We'll simulate to the 7th, so it's a week into the window. See if anything happens in that. If not, we're definitely going to sign straight away at the start of next episode and get our games done for that month. Hopefully winning them all in January. Let's turn a new leaf, especially when we get new players in. As Klaassen saying he's sounding like a broken record, he wants something fixing. The direction planned out, as I know what I'm going to do. I know who I'm going to sign. I've got 4 players. Yes, I'm revealing it to you guys already, if you're still here, of course. 4 players that I do want to sign. I'm not going to show you who they are today, but you will definitely see tomorrow. And I think they will all improve the team for the better. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well to make sure you're tuned in for tomorrow when we do make signings. And of course, thank you all for watching. Take care in a bit and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.